Alright everyone, this is my review for King Arthur, the 2017 movie featuring or starring Charlie Hunnam. So let's get into it. This movie it's like a modern take on King Arthur, and I don't mean modern as in it's set in modern times. I mean modern as in it has a more like stylish, like kind of modern movie inspired, like, you know, movie. Like you can see, if you watch the movie you'll know what I mean. It's just the way they cut scenes, or and the way they film certain things, and it feels like a modern movie, like a modern big budget action movie, even though it's a timeless old fashioned tale that actually doesn't really follow the old fashioned tale all that much. It takes a lot of liberties, which is fine. You can do that. I mean, stories get stale sometimes, so it's nice to add a new layer of depth to it, or however you want to say it. But this movie, I felt like it wasn't really extra layer of depth. I just felt like I felt like it was misplaced in this movie. It was like all the flashy, over the top fight scenes and the giant monsters just felt forced and distracting in this movie. Like, to me, it would have been a perfectly fine movie if they would have just not called it King Arthur, and just came up with a different character and a different story. But labeling it as something that's historic, no, well, not historic, but just labeling it as something that's as iconic as King Arthur makes it very distracting, and basically forces you to look at it and judge it by or compare it to what it used to be. And now you're comparing it to this new thing. Where if they would have just made a new movie and called it, like, I don't know, called it The Kingdom or something, they would have just been with the same story. They would have been a totally, probably better movie. Not to say it's a horrible movie, because it's not a horrible movie. It's just kind of underwhelming action movie. Like, Charlie Hunnam's performance was great. Well, yeah, it was pretty good. And I enjoy Charlie Hunnam. I want to see him succeed. Like, I love Sons of Anarchy, so I like seeing him get work. But this just didn't feel like it was the best thing he's done. Some of the other supporting characters were also, like, a lot of the supporting characters were just not really interesting and not really that well fleshed out, in my opinion. Especially his 2 or 3 friends that he has at the beginning that grew up with him or whatever in the brothel. They were just not interesting. Like I say that now, the guy that the archer guy, if you watch the movie, you'll know who I'm talking about. He was interesting to me, and so was a couple of the resistance members. And the bad guy was just not. I don't know. I wasn't feeling that bad guy. The whole big reveal at the end was pretty easy to spot, and I just wasn't feeling him. To me, he was kind of just one-dimensional, honestly. The special effects are pretty good. There's a lot of really flashy, crazy effects going on. There's a lot of CGI with the giant monsters and stuff. I was a little off-put by the sword and how powerful it is. It felt like once he understood how to use it, he was just way too powerful. It felt kind of anticlimactic. But overall, the movie it's a fine action movie. I wouldn't saw it in theaters, but if I knew what it was, if I knew how it was going to play out, I probably wouldn't have watched it in movies. It's definitely worth a rent, though. It's definitely worth a rent or watch it on Netflix or something if it comes out on there. But yeah, I wouldn't go see this in the cinemas. At least my personal opinion. But if you like Guy Ritchie movies, you might feel differently. I don't really have anything against Guy Ritchie, but this movie just. And it was weird because when I was actually watching it, for the first 20 minutes, I was actually pretty engaged, and then it just became a little less engaging. So yeah, it's a solid movie. I'd probably put it in the middle of a score. I'd probably give it a 4 or 5. It's definitely not the best movie that came out this year or recently. And it does have a lot of competition right now, so. But yeah, if you like King Arthur, check it out. And if you like this video, like it, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.